Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam. Please repeat, those of you who have this. Tena samsara padavim avasho abhyeti anirvritaha prasangikai karma doshai sadasan mishra yonishu. Tena samsara padavim avasho abhyeti anirvritaha prasangikai karma doshai sadasan mishra yonishu. Tena samsara padavim avashobhyeti anirvritaha prasangikai karma doshai sat asan mishra yonishu. Tena, by this samsara of repeated birth and death, padavim, the path, avashaha, helplessly, abhyeti, he undergoes, anirvritaha, discontented, prasangikaihi, resulting from association with material nature, karma doshaihi, by faulty actions, sat, good, asat, bad, mishra, mixed, yonishu, in different species of life. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki. Translation: the conditioned soul therefore transmigrates into different species of life, higher and lower, because of his association with the modes of material nature. Unless he is relieved of material activities, he has to accept this position because of his faulty work. Please repeat. The conditioned soul, therefore, transmigrates into different species of life, higher and lower, because of his association with the modes of material nature. Unless he is relieved of material activities, he has to accept this position because of his faulty work. Purport: here the word karma doshaihi means by faulty actions. This refers to any activity, good or bad, performed in this material world. They are all contaminated. Too loudly you are talking. You have to sit down and talk softly, or you have to go to the corner. This refers to any activity, good or bad, performed in this material world. They are all contaminated. Faulty actions because of material association. The foolish conditioned soul may think that he is offering charity by opening hospitals for material benefit or by opening an educational institution for material education. But he does not know that all such work is also faulty because it will not give him relief from the process of transmigration from one body to another. It is clearly stated here, Sat Asan Mishra Yonishu. This means that one may take birth in a very high family, or he may take his birth in higher planets among the demigods for his so-called pious activities in the material world. But his work is also faulty because it does not give liberation. To take birth in a nice place or a high family does not mean that one avoids undergoing the material tribulations, the pangs of birth, death, old age, and disease. A conditioned soul under the spell of material nature cannot understand that any action he performs for sense gratification is faulty, that only his activities in devotional service to the Lord can give him release from the reaction of faulty activities. Because he does not cease such faulty activities, he has to change to different bodies, some high and some low. That is called samsara padavim, which means this material world, from which there is no release. One who desires material liberation has to turn his activities to devotional service. There is no alternative. Om Jnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prashtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Namane. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Yarun thunga kodadu. Nobody should go to sleep. Okay? Bhagavatam pesumbodhu, while you're talking Bhagavatam, you're not supposed to sleep. So if you're feeling sleepy, get up and stand on the side. So we are reading from Canto 3, chapter 27, Understanding Material Nature. So you will see here, we are reading, and Bhagavad Gita, you understood material nature means what, especially from 13th chapter, from 2nd chapter, and in many places. What is the meaning of our situation? Where we are situated? Avastitaha. Who put us here? How we came here? What is this body? All this is knowledge. Krishna says in the 13th chapter. Kshetrajnayor jnanam yattat jnanam matam mama. This is called knowledge. So knowing your situation is called knowledge. Then also knowing who is God. Because when you inquire where you are situated, why you are situated, you have to ask these questions. Any sane man will have these questions. Some don't ask it, or many people don't ask. Because if you ask, people will think you are a mad fellow. In the mad place, the lunatic asylum, if you speak anything sensible, ask questions, why am I here? Everybody will find fault with you. It's the meaning of a mad place. If you speak about the reality in this world, everybody look at you in a strange way. What's wrong with you? Why are you asking these questions? They'll ask you. So you should know. That's why it's mentioned here. What is liberation? Very nicely described here. It will be very difficult to understand if we don't actually go know some fundamentals. We'll simply read it like that. The point is that this enquiry is there in everybody. And you are told in Bhagavad Gita, in the Bhagavatam, where you are, why you are here, who are you, what is this world, who is controlling this world from the backside. And you are introduced to God. Through material nature, through experience in the material world only, you will ask these questions. Otherwise, you will never ask these questions. This is the way people are. If you leave them alone, they'll go to sleep. Default, this thing is eat, sleep. This is animal life. Ahara nidra bhayamaitunam cha saman etat pashubiri narana. Both animals and human beings have the capacity to be in a very comfortable zone of eating, mating, sleeping, defending. Very basic activity. That alone they will do. If you leave them alone, they'll do only that. Dharmihitesho adhiko visesho dharmena hi na pashubir samana. But the distinctive good quality of a human being is that he has the capacity to ask these questions and then understand the answer and then do something about it, act. When he acts at that time with knowledge, that is real action. That is liberating action. But when he acts without any knowledge, that is what is here, samsara padavim. Without knowledge, he is forced to act by material nature under the modes. Karanam gunasangasya. He is pushed to act. And material nature makes him think that he is doing it. But actually, material nature is using you to do something. This is the secret. But you think that you are doing ahankara vimudhatma kartaham iti manyate. Vimudha, super fool, not ordinary fool. He is super fool. Why? On top of doing it without knowledge, he is also thinking that I am the doer. First of all, he does not know what he is doing, why he is doing. But he does. This is number one fool. Nobody in this world does things without knowing why he is doing what he is doing. Except in the government places, in the offices and all that. Because they are led by such type of people also, who don't know what they are leading, whom they are leading. What is the meaning of leading, they don't know. Because every night they will drink so much and come. Morning also they'll drink. They are completely under control of material nature. So they don't know what is happening. So leaders, when they don't know what is happening, none of the praja will know what is happening. So this is a world where everybody is doing and very busy. And if you stop them and ask, what are you doing? Don't disturb me. They're very busy too. Don't disturb me. Actually, it is like that. They are very busy from morning to evening. And they don't have time to sit and reflect. What am I doing? Why am I doing? Why am I here? Who am I? They never stop to ask. They never stop to ask. They are not allowed to by material nature. These are the three modes acting on you. Sattva, Rajas, Tamas. Especially Rajas and Tamas. And we are very proud of it. We will take GDP and show. See how we are working. Who is in a greater illusion is what you will see under a GDP. When the GDP is very high, these fellows are very much under the control of Maya. Under the control of three modes. Very good. World's best nation. It's a reading. The GDP is, I have another explanation for that. Let's not get into it. Full explanation of what is GDP. But it's a reading of how much you are under illusion and how much you are so busy working. That's why the Bhagavad Gita says, Mudhoyam nabhijanati. God himself is telling, Krishna himself is telling, these fools working day and night without understanding anything, why they are working, what they are working for. You just understand these statements properly, you will see, actually, you will feel very bad about yourself. So Maya keeps dictating to you what to do, and she also makes you feel, see, you are only doing. Make you do, and then say, credit is for you only. Here you get Nobel Prize, you'll get all. Then you'll do more, and you'll do more, and you'll do more. But you are stuck. If you keep acting like that without knowledge, that knowledgeless action is what creates a samsara padavim. It runs the material world. So material energy, Maya has to run this material world. And she needs lot of people like this to run it. There should be crime, there should be this problem, there should be that problem, there should be tsunami, there should be COVID. For all that, she needs people to do work. And so she steals away, Maya apakrita jnana, steals away your intelligence, doesn't give you exact knowledge, gives you knowledge about matter, and you become attached to matter, and you're very busy in Maya's kingdom working for Maya and thinking, I am great. All this is illusion. It's mentioned here in the purport very nicely by Prabhupada. All this is faulty work. Karma doshaihi. Who will teach like this? Only the Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita and Prabhupada will teach you the truth like this. But everywhere in this world, people are going and doing courses and PhD in how to work like this. We are very busy studying and working. Economy is based like it's all the arrangement of material nature. Whether it is right or wrong, we must understand the truth. What people say is right and wrong is different from what is really right and wrong. So work means, in this world, people are so busy working, they're all under the control of the three modes and they're working. But a person who gets knowledge, he gets knowledge, he gets to know, I am being utilized by Maya. I am a servant of Krishna. I should work only for Krishna. Why am I doing this? Then he has knowledge. Then he starts doing devotional service. I will do for Krishna. With my body, with my mind, with my words, with my intelligence, I will work for Krishna. And when you start doing that, Maya will attack you. Innudi campilende vellu poriya. I want to keep you inside. So she'll give you bribe also. I'll give you this position. I will give you this extra material facility. Don't go. This is actually happening. But the devotee is supplied intelligence. Dadami buddhi yogam tam yenamam upayantite. Krishna is telling, I will give you intelligence to come to me out of this situation. Because I am anyway the controller of Maya also. This tension will be there. Spiritual life means this tension which is created by God only. On the one side, he has got these people who Maya energy and three modes working on you. On the other side, he is saying, come join me. Both he only is doing. Very interesting. People can't understand what's going on. Why is he doing like that? It's very bad. He could have straight away taken us back to God. No, this is education. You are getting educated. You're getting educated. Prabhupada given very nice example. The father sometimes is not able to instruct the son because of his affection for the son. It's okay, he says. But he is desperately looking for somebody else will do this job. I don't have to do this. Because when I stand in front of my son and when he asks for all these things, I melt because of my affection for him. So Prabhupada is saying, therefore, he hires a tuition teacher. He sends him to school. That's why parents are very eager to send the children to school. Outsource the learning to somebody. So I don't have to face that tender situation. Send him to school, I'll give you any amount of money, you go and study in school. And he'll go and tell the teacher also, you nicely scold him. You punish him if necessary. Let him do. But in front of him, he'll be very nice. This is what Krishna is doing with Maya. He loves you so much that he can't like do certain things directly. Prabhupada has actually explained this in the purport. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, he's explained this. So, he's getting Maya, his agency, to catch hold of him nicely because he's completely off. He has no connection with me. Right? So, catch hold of him nicely. So, I catch hold of you and shake you. This is what three modes of material nature will do to you. And while that is happening, it is not real. It is unreal. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. You'll be born again, you'll die again. Born again, you'll die again. Ragging. Getting ragged. Because if you think in your mind, I'm going to die anyway, so why should I work? It's very bad for Maya. You'll not have a job. So it makes you think that death and all that, don't worry. Not now, you don't worry. Death and all that. So this is another big illusion to think that I am eternal. I will keep on doing this work. Like the other day, I was telling you some Gulf devotees work for 35 years in the same post, in the same company. And they have watched slowly them getting old in the same seat also. So I don't know how they do it. Because you get a good pay, it's very comfortable. If you become materially, if you have good karma, no, you become materially settled in this thing, you lose the tendency to think and act for the sake of your liberation. Very dangerous. Good karma will put you inside such a situation that becomes settled. So, I was speaking about the tension. So same person is arranging this tension. Then he is watching you also struggle against Maya and get inside. And he's telling, I'll help you to do that. That also he's telling. I'll help you to do that. It's all a big drama, actually. But the drama is necessary. Then only the conditioned soul who is totally forgetful of reality can come into reality. But when he comes into reality, he fully appreciates what his father has done. No wonder you did this. No wonder you put me like this. No wonder you shook me up like this. No wonder you sent tsunami and COVID. Then only I would have thought about you, and then only I would have had this realization. This is the arrangement. So, three modes of material nature, whatever you do is useless. Faulty work. Everything in this world, Prabhupada is saying, is useless work. Why? In the end, it is destroyed. You are also destroyed. Can't you see it? It's designed like that. It's designed like that. It is designed for destruction and creation. If you look at Brahma's life, you'll see from morning to night, he does 1,000 times creation and destruction. You can imagine how insignificant it is actually. But inside that time, this thing here, morning to evening, working, I'm going to die. I have to take this, put in my child, my that thing, my this thing, that everything gone. You die. And within how many times you will die and you will be born again and you will die again? Within a day of Brahma, how many times it happens? For Brahma, he is doing it in one day, 1,000 times. What? Satyateta Dwapara Gali, Satyatreta Dwapara Gali, Satyatreta the 1,000 times he is. See, imagine who a Brahma is. And he also dies. It's the best part of it. He also dies. After a very long time, but compared to yours. Right? So it is actually insignificant. It doesn't really matter. Everything material is destroyed, including your life. Only you exist as spirit soul. This is reality. If that is the real thing and this is continuously happening, why should I pay attention to this? I should pay attention to Krishna. I should pay attention to myself as spirit soul. I should do devotional service to the Lord, which is eternal. This is what is being told here. And Prabhupada is saying to understand this and do it is very difficult. You see, he's telling, you will not get convinced about this. You will know it. I know, but Like that, you'll keep on engaging yourself in the same thing. We know, but we do. Vishwamitra Muni also knows, but he will go behind Menaka. All of them know, but it is not so easy to get out. Only if you do devotional service to Krishna, you can get out. You do karma, yoga, jnana, all that, you will know and helplessly be sucked into it. But if you do devotional service to the Lord, you will know and you will get out. This is being explained in this verse. So the shortcut is devotional service. Because your father, if you expressed love to your father, okay, Father, Appa, I did not know this properly. Now only I am understanding. Thank you for Bhagavad Gita. You have given me proper understanding. I want to go back. I want to come back to you. Father will help you only. He will not do it for you. Oh, come here. Take a. No, he will not do that. He say, purify yourself. He's telling that. I can see that you have understood now. Now you do devotional service and purify yourself. To Narada Muni, he told like this in his previous life. When he was a young boy, he was a maidservant's son. The snake came and bit his mother. In the middle of the forest, his mother also died. He was all alone. But he had done seva for the Bhakti Vedantas who came to his place. So he stood back as a voice and told this boy, now you are not qualified to see me, but you purify yourself. You follow exactly what they told you, the Bhakti Vedantas. You focus and you do devotional service to me. In the end, you'll come back to me. So he heard that and he did it. In his next life, he became Narada Muni. This is actually true. So God, Krishna, is guiding you all the time how to come back to him. He is ready. And from the heart, you will get, as super soul, you will get guidance. It is just that we have to become sensitive to his voice. That is the whole thing. We understand. That's why we become very carefully, we hear. When devotees advise you something, you do it. When Guru tells you, you carry it out. The mind is telling you, don't. Because material modes influence the mind and telling you, don't do that. Don't listen. Because why? It's Maya speaking to you. So that is why we live in the company of devotees who are all chanting Hare Krishna and doing devotional service. Krishna will give us instruction through his devotees only. Plus Maya also will give instruction through her devotees. All those people who are Dhritavrata, mentioned by Prahlad Maharaj very nicely. Matirna Krishne Paratasvato va mito abhivatyatta grahabhratana Adanta Gobir Vishatam Tamishram Punapunas Charvita Charvananam. There are certain people who are dedicated material people. They are fools. Bhagavad Gita says they are fools. They work very hard. If people hear what we are talking, they will completely ban us. Because Bharat Mata ki jai, great country, it should become, GDP should go up like this vertically, not just for us. They want it to go like this. Completely again laws of nature. People should stand upside down and work very hard and die. That's okay. What a great death. He worked for the country and he died. All stupid things they tell. If you look at it from the viewpoint of the Bhagavatam, all this is stupid. Working for the country, fighting for the war and becoming a leader and working very hard for the party, everything will be destroyed. So this sense, everything is anyway going to get destroyed. So why are we working hard? That question, nobody can ask. They're not very intelligent enough to ask. So, waking up, that's why I said don't sleep. This is what is my meaning. Do not, one is to physically sleep. Other one is actually sleeping because you are not woken up to your spiritual identity. Koto nidra jao maya pishachira kole. Jeev jago, Ghura Chandra bole. Wake up, not alarm clock, wake up. What is being sold here? Get up and see what's happening to you. Maya has put you on her lap and she's putting feeding bottle in her mouth. Don't worry, I look after you. Don't become Krishna conscious. Can't you see? She's doing it to you. Koto nidra jao maya pisachi rakol. This pisachi called Maya is keeping you on her lap and feeding you with a feeding bottle and you're drinking all. You fool. You belong to Krishna. Wake up. That is what that song is telling. We sing that song and go to sleep. Spiritually go to sleep. Materially also we sleep. We nicely sing the song and go to sleep. Right? So people are coming from the side. So therefore, what is the meaning of waking up? Therefore, what is the meaning of waking up? Get up means what? You should know, this is why I call it, this is the alarm clock of life. Waking up, you set your alarm clock to wake up at a particular time. You should, sadhana means setting your alarm clock. I am going to get up spiritually. I am going to get up spiritually. I want to be woken up spiritually. I am volunteering it. So what will happen is, you should be prepared to face this challenge because of this tension between matter and spirit. It is arranged by the same person. He is watching how well you do it. This junction, matter and spirit, spiritual life and material life together, and we are trying to separate, that is when maximum pain you feel. One, you have attachment. In the other thing, you're not very successful in this also. These two things will trouble you very much. One thing is, I am attached and this is not being very successful. I might as well at least be successful in this. Your mind will tell you. But that answer for that is given in the Bhagavatam. What is it? You remember the shloka? Who knows the shloka? Bhagavatam, which argues this point. You are not successful in spiritual life, material life also, you left everything and came this side. You made this mistake. And neither are you Atalorugal, Setalorugal. You are not good in anything also. Neither materially nor spiritually you are good. This is what people will tell you. There also you failed, here also. What use? This is Maya's work. When you are right in the center, she'll come and tell you, see, I told you, if you had remained with me, what nicely you could have become successful. Useless. This is all happening to everybody all the time. So what is that shloka? Who knows that? Very good. Tyaktva swadharmam charanam bhujam hare. Tyaktva swadharmam. Tyaktva means to give up, renounce. All my material activities, swadharma, my duty towards my family, my duty towards my country, my duty towards Palani Swami, Chief Minister, my duty towards that, this, everything I gave up. To society, everything I gave up. Tyaktva swadharmam charanam bhujam harer. I went and embraced the lotus feet of Hari, because it is mentioned here in the Bhagavatam. Right? It's mentioned here, I must do that. So I gave everything in charana. Bhajan apakko atapate tato yadi. But what happened? Apakko bhajan I did. Not pakka bhajan. I did not do my devotional service properly because I am new. Bhajan apakko atapate tato yadi. I had a fall there also. I did not do my spiritual life also properly. So, kovartha apto abhajatam swadharmatah. Yatrakva va badra amushyakim. So what is wrong? Nothing is wrong. Don't think you have failed. At least you have worshipped the Lord. And that is a very great thing. You will never be at a loss. Never be at a loss. Because you have taken shelter of the Lord. Don't think because you are very unsuccessful in developing love for Krishna that you are unsuccessful. The fact that you have attempted it, the fact that you have given up the attempt itself is very great. Krishna will never forget you. It's only a matter of time. What is the use of a life very successful but without any bhajan of Krishna? What is the use? That is even worse than attempting and not being successful. This is the argument given in the Bhagavatam. Do not underestimate even a little bit of this attempt. Swalpamapiyasya dharmasya trayate mahato bhayat. Anybody who does a little service for Krishna, he will never forget them. He will never forget them. He will go behind them and get them. It's only a matter of time. We'll see in that story of Ajamila, he went off the track completely. But Krishna had a plan for him. You'll see the story of the Alvar Vishnu Chitta, how he was such a dedicated devotee. And this prostitute came and allowed him. And he tumbled down along with the prostitute and went and took up a house and became her servant maid almost. And Lakshmi was telling the Lord, you are watching your devotee like this falling down, you're keeping quiet. Lakshmi told the Lord, and the Lord came in a procession in front of his house to give him darshan. Unfortunately, he did not bother. He was sleeping. No, right here in the road, he is sleeping here. Big Chanda Mela going, and the Lord is waiting. He stopped in front of his house. The beautiful deity of the Lord stopped in front of his house. And Lakshmi was watching how he's trying to get his devotee. Devotee didn't wake up. He didn't want to. She is completely absorbed in that lady. And then she again told him, see, how you are going to leave him alone like this? How is it possible? And the Lord said, no, don't worry. And then he plotted and did something. He made her a thief by putting the golden pot from the deity inside her house. And then everything became a big scene. Everybody came to know. And then everybody came to know also why the Lord has done this. And so also Vishnu Chitta also came to know. And then he remembered Krishna again. My gosh, how did I forget? Devotional service to the Lord, how did I forget? See, my Lord will never give me up because I rendered little service. He'll protect me. This does not mean that we should all go now and jump into sense gratification. Doesn't mean that either. So, if you do devotional service to the Lord, it is the safest thing. Each one of us is in different material situation. Some are in good material situation, some are in bad material situation. And the details of it is that I don't have money, somebody doesn't, lot of money, no buddhi. Somebody has this problem, this habit, this situation like this. So many combinations. All are suffering. All are suffering. It's only texture is different a little bit. Prabhupada told everything is stool. No point wet stool and dry stool arguing with each other. It seemed dialogue, Bengali dialogue. Gute pore, Bhaktadas will tell this thing. Sanam, fresh sanam, green, wet, and then dry sanam already put patties on the wall. Sun has dried it. It's almost going to fall off. And then it is taken and thrown into the fire because some big cooking is going on. If you go to all the sugarcane places, you'll see that with the bagase and all these things, they'll burned. So, conversation between dry patty and wet patty. Party கிடையாது, patty. Don't quote me. Dry party and wet party. Patties means this shanam. So the wet party is laughing at the dry party going and falling in the fire. When the fire. And the dry party, as he was walking, flying into the fire, said, your time also is coming. Very soon you will be dry. So what is this conversation between dry patty and wet patty? It's of no use. It's just a matter of time. Everybody will meet their necessary end. Right? So Prabhupada said, no point arguing wet stool, dry stool. Stool is stool only. He said, there's no difference. There's no difference. Eh, so we should know that some material situation is better for somebody doesn't mean he is going to live forever. He will actually suffer more. Maya takes you up very high in material life. Why? So that the fall will be bigger. Bigger fall you'll have. Height will be more when you fall. Pain will be more. Those who fall from a short distance, it's not much very painful. It's Krishna's mercy. But you fall from a top place, the pain is very heavy. Too much forgetfulness of the Lord. So small here and there, a dry stool, wet stool, this happens, it really doesn't matter. Everybody is in the same boat, stool boat. Everybody is affected by the three modes. Karanam guna sangasya. So engaging in devotional service is not some casual thing. Very rarely people can engage in pure devotional service to the Lord. It is only by Lord Chaitanya's mercy, Krishna's mercy, that we are all being engaged. By Prabhupada's mercy, we made a plan how to do it and he pushed it inside everybody. And sometimes Krishna cheats people into devotional service by giving them good prasadam, by giving them good music. People get attracted in various ways. Prabhupada made this whole plan. But once they become devotee, then they sometimes people, once upon a time it was so nice. Now I'm chanting Hare Krishna. I cannot go to restaurant. I cannot go to movie. I gave away all my music. I used to listen to I've seen people. This is all part of life. It's a part of life. You're making the transition. So a little bit here and there, this thing. It's okay. Krishna knows how to adjust it. But as long as we are dedicated to be in the reality, as long as we are interested, determined to go to Krishna and be in the absolute truth, you are on safe ground. And that will happen only in devotional service. If you simply practice Ashtanga Yoga and expect to become spiritually this thing, it won't happen so easily. You will skid and fall down. But Krishna protects his devotee, even if he falls down. Apichat sudhiracharo bhajate mam. Maya will keep telling you so many things through the head. But when you read Bhagavatam, you read Bhagavad Gita, you chant, you dance with devotees, you associate, you see that voice will become smaller and Krishna's voice will become larger. When you don't take the association of devotees and you have too much association of all materialistic people, that voice will become louder. The old Red Indian, Americans, before they came there, they were Red Indians. Indians, they were occupied by Red Indians. Uh, in amongst the Red Indians, is Cherokee. Cherokee is their head. Cherokee means like a fatherly head in a particular, like a guru. So among the Red Indian, Cherokee is telling his youngster, my son, life is about managing two wolves. Wolf? Wolf என்ன சொல்லுவாங்க தமிழ்ல? Onari. Onai. Okay, whatever it is. Life is about managing two wolves. There are two wolves inside you. One is the bad wolf, always giving you bad things advice. Other one is the good wolf. And they're both always fighting. He tells his son. Son is hearing and said, Papa, which wolf wins? Which will win? So immediately the Papa said, which wolf you feed, that will win. You give feeding to which wolf you feed, that wolf will win. In other words, which you pay attention to, that will win. So, two types of voices in your head. I think all of you know that. Very good experience you have. Everybody has that experience. Which one are you listening to and feeding? Feeding means what? The good wolf needs association, Mahaprasadam, deities, darshan, devotional service to do for Krishna. It needs all this thing. That wolf will grow. Other wolf requires what? Mobile phone, YouTube, this thing, that's that, this movie, that this thing, all that nonsense you see, that wolf will become stronger. How you feed, it's very easy to understand actually. But we continue to do what we like to do, and you'll get that particular result. So, knowledge means we know that these three modes of material nature are affecting us. Therefore, I must. Only human being can do this. Animals cannot do this. So, with having a human being's body and intelligence, everything, if you don't do this, then who are you? Very good. Quiz at the end, I thought that you'll be able to. So, if you don't perform devotional service to the Lord after getting the human form of life, what are you? Thank you. Hare Krishna. I think I have successfully conveyed some important point to you to take home on a Sunday. Any question? Yeah. Krishna Swarup, Prabhuji.
Maya is, you explained about Maya. There are two questions. Whether Maya is one person or it is a multiple persons. And the second thing is whether Maya is within us or it is something external. Because you talked about the rule, there is one good and bad. So whether it is comes within us. So we say that earlier there is Maya is a person that is external outside. Then if it is within us, then how?
So, what is the definition for material nature, Maya, given by Krishna in Bhagavad Gita? I want to counter question you. What does Krishna say about his material nature? That is Bhagavatam. I said Bhagavad Gita. Ah, yeah. Maya Dakshine. What is it? Quote the shloka. Yes. Material energy. He says that material nature is my inferior energy. You say that also, no? Yeah. And everything is personified. Spiritually, nothing is matter alone. So she is a personified personality. Durga, Maya Shakti. Many aspects are there. Generally, we are seeing. So personification of material energy, Maya Devi is also there. Plus her energy is completely powerfully present. We can feel it. We are inside that energy as spirit souls. And we are enjoying matter. She is providing that enjoyment for you so that you are stuck because of that stake in the matter you have. I want matter, material enjoyment, then you have to be under material energy. You have to listen to me. Then only I'll give you this. Quid pro quo. You give me something, I'll give you something. I want to run my material world and you want to enjoy materially, you have to do this for me. That's how it's working. Right? So it's a personality, energy, and you are involved. You are part of the contributors for the world working under Maya. All of us are involved. Okay? Does it give you some explanation?
Yes, so that means the thing is that Maya is within us all.
You are within Maya. So why will not Maya pervade you? தண்ணியில குதிச்சீங்கன்னா, can you say தண்ணி is only outside of me? When you are drowning in it, can you say தண்ணி only outside of me? I'll not die. No, your element is lost. You cannot breathe anymore, no, inside the water. It will enter you inside your lungs also. You are in water. You're not meant to be there. And your whole identity is lost because you'll be like a fish who is not a fish. Same way, you is Maya inside me or outside me? It's Maya's energy only this whole body is made of. Mind also made by her only. She knows how it works very well because she only made it. You are only inside that body. You're using that body. But who made it? So she keeps control over the machine and you are inside and it moves and you get credit thinking that I am only moving the machine. I am great. But without Maya's and yantra rudhani, Mayaya, made out of Maya. This machine is made out of Maya. Nothing is yours. Material energy only operates. But she is keeping connection with Krishna very well. She is doing it for Krishna. Tuition teacher she is. Patak, she'll give you one shot. Only she can beat you. Krishna doesn't like to beat you. He can't. But he has outsourced that treatment to her. கொஞ்சம் பையனை சரி பண்ண கேட்க மாட்டேங்கிறாங்க. Many times the kids are brought here by the parents. சுவாமிஜி கொஞ்சம் சொல்லுங்க, படிக்க சொல்லுங்க. சுவாமி காலம்பரை எழுந்திருக்கவே மாட்டேங்கிறான், ஸ்கூலுக்கு போக மாட்டேன், சொல்லுங்க சொல்லுங்க, நான் டொனேஷன் கொடுக்குறேன், சொல்லுங்க. This is exactly what happens. I say, I don't want to be a Swamiji like that. You give me money, I'll talk what you want. No. I make friends with that person and take your money also. I'll make friend with that boy, make him a devotee. That's what we should do. But this is a common occurrence. Common occurrence. So right now you are outsourced to Maya by the Lord because you don't want to have connection with the Lord. But if you say, no, no, you only teach me, I don't want Maya, he will take you back. Nane tuition kudukren. Now you are understanding. Homeschooling I will do for you. You don't have to go to school. Homeschooling is bhakti. Outschooling is jnana, karma, 3 modes, all this stuff. Okay? Yeah. There's a personality involved. There is very lot of personal element in what's happening. And that person is Krishna. If you miss that point, everything will look like matter and useless and no meaning. You have to bring that point inside your life. In everything, if you understand it in terms of the personality of Krishna, you can understand everything. Okay. Any other question or comment? Om Tat Sat. Now, whatever philosophy we may talk, prasadam is very important. I know you're all hungry. Om Tat Sat. Thank you.